Today we are out in the front yard doing some more lawn care. We're going to mow the lawn because it is way past time to do that. There's dandelions everywhere and it's getting very long, so I want to get that cut today. And we're also going to be planting some bulbs as well. I have some dahlias and then some lilies that I'm very excited to get in the ground. I actually do have some lilies already planted that came back from last year. I actually bought it at like half price and then planted it in the late fall, and it's coming up now, so I figured now is definitely the time to get these in the ground before it's too late. So let's get started. You can see that the grass that we planted is growing in and still growing in pretty nicely. So that's something to note. That definitely has progressed since my last video. Pretty satisfied with how much the grass is growing in there. It's definitely not growing as well in the front patches, but we have a mole problem right now. But I'm going to try to stop that as well. Now done mowing and weed whacking the entire yard. I do feel a couple raindrops on me. I don't think, it doesn't say it's supposed to rain, but we might get a light shower here, but I'm going to try and keep going. Now, I just wanted to kind of walk around and show the grass that was planted. It did come in a lot. There's definitely some patches where it didn't come in as well. And I think that is still also growing, but there's definitely some sections that's a lot better. And I mean, this is all pretty much bare, so I think that it's grown in quite a bit, and I'm pretty satisfied with it for now. There's definitely more things that I could do. And one other thing that we're going to be doing to the grass is using something that'll help not have as many moles in the yard, and that would be GrubEx. We're going to put this into our seed spreader, and it's going to help prevent and kill grubs for up to 4 months, because moles are definitely attracted. The more bugs there are on your lawn, the more they will come. So we're going to spread that really quick. Okay, we're now fully done putting down that grub killer. That is all within the grass. So we can move on to planting our bulbs. We're going to grab our gorilla cart, our bulbs, our trowel, and we're going to get to digging and putting those in the soil. So we have 2 different lilies that we're going to be planting. It's more white, but with orange and pink details on it. That's our first one. And then we actually have 2 packs of these fragrant lilies. These are definitely going to be nice. I think that the lily coming back in the garden bed right now is actually this lily as well. And then the last ones we're going to be planting are dahlias. This is the first time we'll ever be growing dahlias. I'm super excited. I know they're cut and coming in flower. So we'll get started and bring our cart over to the garden bed. I'm going to start opening them and see how many bulbs that we have total. I know that these are just 1 in a pack. This one's actually 6 bulbs, and the dahlia is 2 bulbs. So I'm going to open everything up and have them ready. I'm not expecting them to fill this entire space. Of course, we're going to get other annuals, but it's going to be nice to have these lilies come back every year, so I don't need to fill the entire space with annuals, because I feel like last year and the year before that, it's kind of a lot of money. And also, it's pretty cool to see stuff come back year after year. Annuals are really just to fill in. Here's our bulb. This is 1 bulb there. I think I'm going to start near over by the door more so. Starting this far down the line and basically right in front of the front door. I'm going to be planting this lily right next to my coneflower that comes back every year. Find out how soon you're going to be planting this. You're going to look on the back of whatever packaging that you bought your bulbs from. They should have how deep that you want to plant it. And then you should also know where the growth is going to be coming out of. And you can see that the roots are down here and the growth is going to be coming out of the top here. So when we planted, we want it to be facing upward like so. You could see that this packaging actually just has a range of different bulbs. It doesn't have just this specific lily bulb that we're going to be planting. So if you look along the side here, you could find, here it is, 4th down lilium, and that is going to be 5 inches deep. They're showing the soil line, and there is a bulb there. So we're actually lucky this trail, even though it is definitely on its way out because it's bent multiple times and I think it's about to snap off, actually has measurements on here. If we take that soil off there, we could see there's 1, 2, 3 inches. So we're probably going to go right up to about here and dig that hole for this bulb. I think I'm also going to be lining it up with the center and then the center of this. I know that in my front garden bed magic video, there's some people who love it and some people who hate how symmetrical I'm planting everything, but hey, to each their own. I definitely love my symmetry. I know that gardens are like supposed to be chaotic and wild sometimes, which to be fair, I do have chaotic wild gardens, but the front I'm definitely trying to keep more just cleaned up and not as like wild looking, just to keep aesthetic purposes. And also it's easier to maintain that way. But anyways, I feel like you can't really 100% tell from the camera, but this is pretty exact to where we want 5 inches at. So we are going to place our bulb like so, facing up this way, as I said before. And then we are just going to cover with soil. And I'm also going to be sprinkling in some of the soil that was included in the packaging. That is it. Now it looks like we completely did nothing, but I swear it's under there. And I think I'm actually just going to stick this in the soil just so that I know where the heck I planted it during this process. But obviously before I go inside, I will pick it up. I'm not going to be leaving this out here. I know it might blow away. So I will come back for it. So now that we have that lily there, right at the kind of like the end or the start to this corner walkway here, and it goes down. Next one is going to be a dahlia right here. So I'll go grab my bulb. Same kind of thing. We are going to be looking at the back of our packaging that we just opened. Blooms summer to fall, full sun. That's something I should have pointed out. This garden bed gets complete and utter full sun, probably more than 6 hours a day. So these dahlias and lilies are perfect for the space. But we could see that the depth is going to be 3 to 5 inches. So I think that we're probably going to go more towards 5 because this one's bigger, but maybe 3 inches for the other one. And I'm definitely holding this trowel as carefully as possible, honestly, from the bottom, because I feel like if I literally use it like this, it's going to snap off. That's how like pretty like beat up it is. But I have my reasons why I want to keep it. Checking to see what that is. I think that's actually a little too deep. So we could see that with this bulb, these are going to be facing down, and you could even see there's actually some growth coming out of here. This is where the new growth is going to be coming from here upwards. So definitely make sure that this is pointed up. Set good in there. Grabbing the bag, we're going to take some of that soil, and then we're going to mix some of our soil that we took from here, and then we're just going to cover it up. Okay, moving on. So next I am going to be doing another lily, but I want it to be this salmon star lily because we are trying to definitely alternate colors here. So we have more of the hot pinks, and now I want to go for this white with the detailed orange and pink as well. But that will look good in that order. And then of course, we're going to be getting more annuals to sprinkle in here later in the year as well, but it's too early for that. Going to be opening this package up, putting this to the side for now, but we're going to need it in a second. Okay, look in here. It said that there was 6 bulbs. It's pretty obvious with these because there's already some new growth on stuff, but this is where the new growth is going to be coming off of, so you're going to face it up this way, and the roots are more towards the bottom. So let's get started planting this one. Again, this one's going to be 5 inches, and pretty much all the bulbs, the dahlias, all the bulbs that we're planting today is 5 inches. The lilies are 5 inches, and then the dahlias again were 3 to 5 inches. But okay, now our hole is at 3 inches. I'm gonna put this down in the hole, make sure it's facing the right side. So going to be grabbing some of that soil, and then again, we're just going to be covering that right up. And that was the salmon star lily. So let's move on to the next one. Now the 4th one down the line, I'm going to be planting the last dahlia. So lily, dahlia, lily. Now I don't really have anything else to really mark these with, so I kind of just put like a little patch of soil there so I could kind of remember just for the sake of this video. And when I pointed it out, you could actually visualize how much I've actually planted, but we'll keep going. I'm kind of trying to go down in a line, but I can't even tell from this angle really if I am going in a straight line, but it's not the end of the world if it's off. Okay, sprinkle some soil again. Our soil, some of their soil, some of our soil, and some of their soil. Okay, I'm just gonna sprinkle some on top just so I can remember. Nothing educational about that. I'm just marking it. 3 left. I'm going to plant one out by the mailbox, and then I'm going to plant one down at the end of the bed, but I think I'm going to save one for the backyard because I've realized that it gets a lot more sun than I originally thought. I am trying to plan what kind of flowers I want in the backyard for the wedding, so I think I'm going to use one as an experiment and see if there's enough sunlight back there. I think there's definitely 5 hours of sunlight, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough, and I don't know if it's going to be the right environment for it. But I think this is a good opportunity to test that out and try it. And that's what this year is all about, is testing out what our limitations are with that, so that next year we obviously have a better sense of we're not making mistakes the day before, or I realize a month in advance. See what happens. But let's go over the mailbox now and plant one up there. So these are our daffodils that are done flowering. So I think it's time to cut them down, even though they're not fully dead. I mean, they're going to die very soon. And for the sake of just getting stuff done in the front here, I'm going to cut this down. And I think that I'm going to put the lily right in front of it right here and kind of align it with the mailbox as well. But let's start by just cutting that down quick. As you can see, that daffodil was right next to our bushes that are just about to flower. These are Christinia azalea bushes that flower early spring. These are hot pink flowers. You can see all the buds on here, and I'm really excited to see these bloom this year. This will be the second year of them since I planted them last year in the video Front Bed Magic, and they're definitely doing great. As you can see, they just go down the line here. We have 6 total, and they're accompanied by a lot of weeds, so we're also going to be pulling after we finish planting our bulbs as well. We are now completely done planting in the front. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is go back over to this end and weed out that section, because really that's the only section that's bad in weeds. And I think I'm going to put some preen down after that as well, just so we could keep the weeds under control until we mulch for the season, because obviously we didn't do that yet. But I'm going to wait until I get my annuals and fill in everywhere, and then we're going to mulch just like last year. As you can see, there are some larger weeds along this edge. See, we also have an ant problem. They constantly make these mountains all year long, but not going to deal with that right now. We are just focusing on pulling out all of these weeds, so let's get started on that. And just like that, we have this entire strip weeded, and that was really the only strip that I'm going to be weeding today. There's really not as many weeds anywhere else. I did put preen down once already this year, but we are going to go ahead and put some down now as well, just so that we can keep ahead of the weeds and not get behind and have a bunch popping up before we even put mulch down this year. They do have a scooper in here, but I like to save this container so that I could fill it and easily walk around and sprinkle it in my hand rather than carrying around the whole bucket. So we're going to fill that really quick. We'll try to be as careful as possible. We actually just emptied the bucket, so I'm going to need to get more of this probably before the year is over. But now all we got to do is put the lid on, and then we're gonna walk around and spread it throughout the garden bed really quick. Now we are done spreading our preen all throughout the garden bed, but of course this needs to be watered in, and we're gonna turn on the sprinklers before we go inside. But before we do that, I'm just gonna blow off the sidewalk and the edging over there that I got a lot of mulch on, but then I think we could call it a day. All right, so my boss finally said that I could get off of work. So since I got the go-ahead from him, we're gonna call this a day. Grass definitely looks 100% better. Satisfied with how much it's growing in between these waves here since the last video that we did, and we still have more growing to do. We put down a lot of stuff. We put down GrubEx, we put down preen, and we did a lot of weeding. We planted a bunch of bulbs out here. So excited to see how those come up. Hopefully they come out healthy and good. But now all that's left is to turn on the sprinklers and we could go inside for the day. As always, thank you for watching. And if you want to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe.